Hello guys, I welcome you all again to my channel where we discuss immigration, travels, job opportunities, international scholarship, interview tips, and postgraduate scholarship and issues that relate to all this. Basically, we'll be talking about job dissatisfaction and unfulfillment in your job and what you can do. There are so many factors that could bring about job dissatisfaction, why you feel you wake up and you are feeling like you don't want to go to work. There are so many things that could actually bring about this. I'll be listing them and we'll be looking at the solution to them. Like I have mentioned that this channel is to help you in your career for those who already are in their career, or in their profession. And it is also to help those who want to get job. There are so many videos that we have done about interview. There are so many videos that is on the channel for people who want to get scholarships. So it's your sure plug for your job, your career, your profession, and all that. There are videos about CV and everything that has to do with career prospects and growth and development. So I have said that there are so many reasons that you might feel unfulfilled and you might feel you are not liking your job. One of the very first one is if you have a toxic work environment. There are times that you've got people that are difficult to deal with, and there are times that even yourself might actually be the cause of the problem that you're creating for yourself. Maybe you are not communicating well, maybe you are not relating well, maybe you are not networking enough. So this might actually lead to having a toxic work environment. And majorly, we need to understand that the time we spend at work, is actually a very long time. So you don't want to have a situation where you are not feeling good at work. This might lead to a lot of things. It might lead to mental health problem. It might lead to physical health problem because you are stressed all the time. It might lead to cardiovascular problem because you are not at ease, whenever you are at work. And knowing fully well that we spend a lot of time at work. So you want to ensure that your workplace is safe for you mentally, your workplace is safe for you in terms of your general well-being. This is very important. So one of the reasons people feel hate their job or feel unsatisfied is when they have toxic work environment. We're not going to be dealing much about what causes this. So I just want to list them. Another one is remuneration. If okay, look at what we have across the globe now, where there's inflation and a lot of items, goods are now very expensive, and your salary remains what it is. So when things like that happen, and your salary is no longer enough to cater for your basic needs, this might make you feel unsatisfied. You're going to work, you are not motivated, you are not happy, because if at the end of the day you are indebted before you get your salary, and immediately you get that salary, the salary goes into payment of debts. So this is something that could actually make you feel unsatisfied, feel like, you feel unfulfilled and hate your job. So when your remuneration is not good, your toxic environment, your financing The third one is when you have a boring task or a situation where your work is it's just you do the same thing all the time. So it's no longer exciting. You are no longer happy doing it because every day, every time you are doing the same thing. So it's no longer interesting. So this could also bring about unsatisfaction. This could bring about feeling of unfulfillment. Another one is workload or workload when you are overwhelmed by the enormous amount of workload you have to cover. So this can actually make you feel unsatisfied, hate that job. Work hours, when you work long hour most of the time, 12 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours for 30 days in a month or 27 days in a month, so or 26 days. So when you work long hour over time, you feel your body become very stressed, and you might not be feeling good about the job any longer. Another one is poor communication, where there is communication breakdown at workplace. Uh, you are not understood when you say things, or when the communication gap has become very widened. This might also bring about dissatisfaction at workplace. Another thing is when you are not properly honored, when you are not given due recognition for what you do. This might also actually bring about job dissatisfaction. So when this happen, what are the solution? The major solution, I'm just going to be listing them, is you want to ensure that one, and despite that, at one point in time or at some point in time, everyone feel this type of have some sort of feeling, you know, that relates to what we've mentioned earlier on. People would still not want to leave their job. Why? Because job security, because of financial benefits, because they have to pay bills, because so because of maybe a long-term benefit they are envisaging and all that. But majorly, what do you have to do to be able to cope with this kind of situation and to better that situation for yourself? One, the major thing you need to do is to identify the main problem and find solution. You want to identify the main problem. That's what is really the problem. Is it that you have overstayed in a particular section of your job? Do you need to do some change and all that? Do you need some break? So you need to identify what the problem is. You want to identify if there's one of your colleague that stress you up and all that, So that's the first thing. The second thing is to make possible changes. So do you need to change your sitting arrangement at office? Do you need to change your workload? Do you need to change your work hour? So you want to understand this. So when you do the very first one, that will say identify what the problem is and try to accept that that is the problem. Be truthful about it. Then when you identify it and you come out straight to say, okay, this is the problem, then the second thing is now accepting that that is the problem. You now want to make necessary amendments. The very third one is find what you enjoy at work. So do you need to change something? Is there something you can do? Is there some part of your job that you really enjoy? Do you want to spend more time at what you enjoy doing? So find that part of your job that you really find interesting. Another one, which is number 4, is enhance your network and collaboration. You know, we cannot overemphasize the fact that humans are social animals. So you cannot be an island, you cannot be alone, you need people at every point of your life. You know, so um, people who tends to be more stressed are those who disconnect from others. So you want to try as much as you can to collaborate with others, to network with others, to um, bring hand of fellowship with others. You know, this is very important, especially at workplace, because you cannot do it all alone. You spend a lot of time at work, you know, so it's not compulsory that people, your colleagues are your friends, you know, but it is actually important that you have a cordial relationship with your colleagues. This is important for your work to be effective and efficient. This is important for you to have a good atmosphere at workplace. This is important for your mental health. And the next one is love your workspace. You know, try and love your workspace, try and make some arrangement and amendment, you know, personalize your workspace. You know, if you need to put some flowers that you will see when you come that will make you feel good, or you put some arrangement in place that will help you to feel at home in your workspace. The very sixth one is give yourself time to adjust. You know, try and, if in as much as you've identified the problem, you want to give yourself time. You want to see what you can do. You want to work on yourself and to achieve changes. This is important. Number seven is take steps to improve your well-being outside of work. Very importantly, people do not know that one of those things you want to do is to ensure that you exercise. It is recommended, you know, by health practitioners that an average adult needs minimum of 150 hours, 50 minutes, what's it called, 150-minute exercise per week, meaning that if you exercise 30 minutes in a day, that is what will be enough for every week. So if you do 30 minutes every day, you have to do 5 days. You know, so this is important. So this will help you to cope well with stress. This will help you to be alert at work. This will help your mental health. It will help your gut health. But a lot of people do not pay attention to this. So if you try and do this, you will find out that you will be well at work, your energy is renewed in the morning, and it enhances your sleeping pattern as well. So this is important. You want to ensure that you take care of yourself, you know, especially when you are not at work. Another one, which is number 8, is to ensure that you improve your communication. You know, if you need to work on your communication skill, you know, because some people do not know that even when you are not verbally saying things, sometimes you are passing message. It's not just communication is not just the verbal or the written. You know, your gesture, your gesticulation, and your facial expression are all part of communication. You know, so you want to use them well. This is important. So these are some of the ways you can actually help yourself to enjoy your workplace, to remedy the feeling of unsatisfaction. It is important to note that there's no single formula to this. Workplace, from different places to different places, things are not the same. So know what works for you. Know when we say identify the problem, so it is a personalized issue. You want to see what the problem is in your own workplace. Are you the one causing the problem? Is that the people that you work with? Is there something you can do to improve the situation? You want to try and study this, and this is important for you and for the organization. I'll stop this one here. Do well to share the video. Somebody might just be going through some things that the content of this video might be helpful to them. Like it, comment, and share so that others can see. This will also help the page to grow. Thank you. I see you in my next video.